Hey everyone, how's it going? AZREN here. Hope you guys are doing well. So in the past, I used to make a lot of vlogs. In other words, I'd take my camera and I would show you what's going on in my day-to-day life. And I've been doing less and less of them recently, only because it took way too long to edit. That being said, I still want to talk about and show you what's happening in my day-to-day life, mostly because two reasons. Number one, I want to document what's going on so that I can look back at it, right? And number two, I think that in my day-to-day life, there's a lot of learnings that you guys can probably take from them, right? Sometimes I'll say things to a student that'll really resonate, or sometimes, who knows, right? And so I'm testing something a little bit new to still talk about what's going on in my world without all of the crazy edited vlogs. And basically what I'm going to do is just turn the camera on and just sort of talk about some of the main things that are going on in my world and in the week that I'm currently in. So currently today it is, what's the date today? It is May 25th, 2017, and probably the biggest, couple big things that are shifting. Number one, I've been working a lot more hours than I was before. Before, it was funny, right? In my 15 to 16 hours, or 17 hours, or 14 hours that I would be awake, I was probably working about 7, 8, or 9 of those hours pretty consistently. And as I was looking at that and examining that and thinking about that, I kind of looked myself in the mirror and realized that I'm actually not happy with that. Like, I would much rather, out of my 15 waking hours, or 16, or whatever, I'm probably more awake for about 17, 16 hours, 17, 16, 15 hours I'm awake. I would rather work about 10, 11, 12, 13 of those hours in a day. And the reason is that if I work those hours and I really put my effort in, one of a few different things will happen. Either option one, I'll get somehow I'll create a very big opportunity for myself, and it's going to be freaking amazing. And it's going to be super cool to look back on all these videos to be like, whoa, look at AZREN'S journey. That might happen. Option two, nothing really happens. And it's like I worked for 3, 4, 5 years, and I worked really hard for X number of years, and nothing really came out of it. And that gives me a data point. It gives me a learning point to go, okay, 5 years later, I'll be 29. I'm 29, super young still, I can go, this is 5 years of working 10, 11, 12 hours a day. Nothing really has happened? Maybe I need to start changing my course, right? But if I'm not putting all the hours in, I won't know, I won't feel like I've put in my full effort. You guys know what I mean? So that's something that's changed. I'm really making sure that I'm putting in, just looking at my calendar, making sure that I'm putting in the right number of hours that makes me happy and feel like I'm really putting my best foot forward. Another big thing, I can show you this here, is flashcards. Been doing lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of flashcards. I've been making them and preparing them for a lot of my lessons and a lot of group activities. And it's funny, right? There's a dual purpose behind it. Purpose number one is that when I make these flashcards, it is a phenomenal way for me to learn new words or to relearn new words. For example, I want to show this to you. There is, can I find it quickly? Probably not, but no, I can't find it very quickly, unfortunately, but it's in this pile somewhere. I don't see it, unfortunately, but there's, for example, I made one of like office, things around an office or a home, and there's lots of little types of, nouns and vocabulary points that I didn't even know. Like, I've never used the word like a paper shredder in French or Spanish before, and so I got to learn how to say it. I didn't know how to say a file cabinet, because I've never had to say it before, and so I got to learn how to say that. Didn't know how to say, all sorts of stuff. Didn't know how to say, like, what else was there? I can't remember, anyway, a lot of different words I didn't know, so I was able to learn a lot by making them. And so not only is it going to help me in my lessons, but I was able to learn a lot as well. Which is funny, because originally when I started to teach and tutor and teach people languages, one of the big reasons was that I just wanted to maintain my languages. That was a big reason for it. And then recently that hasn't happened so much, but this flashcard system has been helping me to do that, which is super, super, super cool. And so I've probably been spending slightly too much time on that, to be perfectly honest, but it's been making me pretty happy, and so I want to keep doing it, keep chipping away. I'm really excited to start doing it for Chinese. That's going to be very useful for me. I haven't quite gotten to doing that yet. I haven't gotten around to doing it, but I'm definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. What's also new is I am trying to test out some different things. I'm trying to test out some new things. So first and foremost, Musical.ly. It's an app that I used to play on a fair bit. I'm going back to it because I've noticed it's going up in the charts on the iTunes top app list, and so I'm starting to jump back into it and play again. It's a hard platform for me. It doesn't come naturally, and I feel like I'm learning to make YouTube videos all over again, because that YouTube video learning process took me years and years and years. Before this channel ever existed, I had a different channel. So that's something that's new. Also Snapchat, they have ads. You can do Snapchat ads. I'm going to be testing, that's tomorrow. I've got a bunch of time blocked off to really learn, and I'm going to actually make a few different ads. I think they're very cheap, and I want to test them. What else is new in my world? Facebook ads, very businessy stuff is new in my world right now. So I've been running a lot of local Facebook ads right now. Sorry, let me rephrase, a lot of local Facebook ads and a lot of meetup groups, so meetup.com. I'm trying to really build that local community in the city. What else is new? Langfest is coming up. Langfest is coming up in August. Started to prep how I'm networking with some of the presenters. I already got connected with one of the presenters, but I would like to get connected to as many as possible, as well as the organizers of Langfest. I'd like to be able to get connected to them and start to get to know them. I think it's important to know as many people in the language space as possible. It's really one of the big things that can help you quote unquote break out, or even if you don't break out, it might bring you opportunities. Usually it's the people, this is the big one for me, usually it's knowing people and getting to know different people. That's where the opportunities come from, and that's a big focus for me right now. So not only is it finding students, but it's also just really heavily focused on building community, because if I can give to the community, somehow, in some way, it's gonna come back to me. I know it, this is how the world works, right? It's like just karma. So big focus for me right now. Chinese is going well. Chinese is going quite well. So I've got my volunteering, looking at my calendar, volunteering at the Chinese school still. So that's going quite well. I've been doing weekly volunteering. Reading lots of children's books, to be honest. Lots of children's books I've been reading to small groups of children in Chinese. And it's been very good for me to really drill in some very basic characters that sometimes I'm not the best with, because I'm reading the same very simple children's book over and over and over and over and over, and it really drills that vocabulary into my mind. So that's something that's pretty new as well in my world. Let's look at the calendar here. This weekend, so Saturday, I've got 3 different events. I'm running a Chinese board game event, a French board game event, and a Spanish board game event. And then later that evening, I'm teaching some Spanish. So it's going to be a long day. Actually, not even really that long. It's going to be so far, it's actually a pretty short day, to be perfectly honest. It's about 2, 4, 6, what a 7, 8, 9 hour day, which is slightly less than what, like I talked about earlier. I want to be putting in those 10-hour days. I think on weekends, I haven't figured out what my system's going to be on the weekends, but weekdays for sure, I want those long work days. Weekends, I'll figure it out. I think Saturdays, I'll probably make it 8-hour days, 7-hour days, 6-hour days. Sundays, probably a good 8, 9, 10 hours, so take a few hours off to myself, but yeah, I think one of the cool things is that because I like languages so much and I'm working in languages, it's pretty interesting for me that I don't get as tired from working those long days, because I like it a lot, and the time actually tends to go quite quickly. So pretty cool stuff. So that's new. I got to mow the lawn tomorrow. Don't want to do it, but I have to do it. Kind of sucks, but hey, that's life. Anything else? Just looking at the calendar to see if there's other stuff that's new. Oh yeah. One of the challenges I'm having, well, not really challenges, but one of the things that I need to step up another 5-10% is a lot of the Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat content. I'm doing probably by conventional measures, probably doing enough. But again, it's not quite to the level that I'd like. I'd like to do a little bit more on those platforms. What else? Oh, another big thing here for me, it's something that's been on my mind. I haven't fully acted on it yet. So it's interesting. So far I've been very reluctant to hire people. I keep going back and forth, and I've decided right now to keep it a one-man show. And I'll probably keep, this year, for this year, it's probably going to stay that way. But it's something on the back of my mind to go, at what point will I start to hire? At what point will I start to do that? But it's a very distant thought for the time being, and keeping it as a one-man show. So yeah, a bunch of stuff that's new in my world. So thanks for watching this little, I'm trying something new for the vlog, and this is sort of the first one, so it might be a little bit of a rough attempt, but we'll see. And yeah, talk to you guys later. See you.